Welcome to this week's Keep Texas Red article, A 10-Step Plan to Rebuild Republican Ground, by Joseph Vargas. Political ground is lost when structure collapses and grassroots engagement disappears. Precincts go inactive, voters disengage, and seats are surrendered long before Election Day. Reversing that decline requires more than hope and turnout appeals. It requires structure and sustained effort at the local level. This 10-step plan is a direct call to action for local Republican Party chairmen, precinct chairs, Republican club leaders, and voters who understand that winning will only be attained by working together. These steps outline how to build communication and activate grassroots leadership. If you're serious about building and winning background, this is where the turnaround begins. Step 1. Rebuild the local Republican Party as a communication hub. Local Republican Party chairs must begin operating as information directors. Every party chair must maintain an active, updated voter email list. Communication should be frequent, concise, and purposeful, not just during election season, but year-round. Voters disengage when they only hear from the party right before an election. Step 2. Centralize voter communication and messaging. Email lists are only effective when used consistently. Local party leadership must establish a regular communication schedule, weekly or bi-monthly updates that include local political developments, party priorities, calls to action, candidate forums, and upcoming elections. Consistent communication builds trust and engagement. Step 3. Activate precinct chairs as the front line. Precinct chairs are the direct point of contact between the party and voters. Each precinct chair must introduce themselves to Republican voters in their precinct, either in person, by phone, or by mail. Why? Because voters are far more likely to stay engaged when they know who represents them locally. Step 4. Require precinct-level voter outreach. Precinct chairs should maintain basic contact lists and perform routine outreach to Republican voters in their precincts. This includes welcoming new voters and keeping voters up to date on local events. Grassroots engagement must be built precinct by precinct. Step 5. Establish monthly coordination meetings. All local Republican and conservative club leaders must come together and hold monthly coordination meetings. These meetings should not turn into social events. They should be strategic briefings. The purpose is to share voter intelligence, align messaging, identify challenges early, and strategize get-out-the-vote efforts. Coordination strengthens party priorities. Step 6. Create a local strategy pipeline. Information gathered from precinct chairs and local organizations must flow upward. Local party chairs should compile insights into a shared strategy framework that informs candidate recruitment, issue prioritization, and voter outreach strategies. Winning campaigns are built on local intelligence. Step 7. End the election year only mentality. A party that only activates during elections will always lose ground. Local Republican parties must operate on a 12-month cycle, focusing on voter education, issue awareness, strategy training, and leadership development. Momentum is built between elections, not weeks before voting begins. Step 8. Hold candidates accountable before they run. Voters must be proactive in vetting candidates early, well before filing deadlines or the start of election season. Vetting should be based on values, voting philosophy, and willingness to represent voters, not special interests. Winning with the wrong candidate still results in long-term losses. When elected Republicans refuse to stand firm on Republican priorities, they erode trust and demoralize the Republican base. Step 9. Make voters active participants, not passive consumers. Voters cannot simply wait to see who files for office and then choose the lesser of two evils. If voters want better outcomes, they must scout potential candidates early, encourage qualified individuals to run, and also help fund, volunteer, promote, and elect the right candidates. Engagement must begin now, not at filing deadlines or election season. Step 10. Build a culture of responsibility and ownership. Every level of the party, chairs, precinct leaders, organization leaders, and voters must accept responsibility for outcomes. Losing seats is not just a national, state, or candidate problem. It is an organizational problem. Parties that win are disciplined and engaged. Final thought. Political parties do not decline because voters disappear. They decline because organization, communication, and accountability break down. Rebuilding begins at the local level, with consistent effort, clear roles, and voters who understand that the future is something they must build, not merely react to. For more information, visit keeptexasred.org, and don't forget to sign up for our newsletter.